Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. This is Eclectic Impromptus. I hope you're having a good day so far. So, today I want to talk about home videos. So, do you remember when you were a kid growing up, your parents or family member would have a camcorder and would videotape just about every event? Or, if they traveled up to the mountains, for example, they take pictures with their camera or video camera and videotape the scenery. Um, this is an all too familiar story, and it's a positive one. I remember as a little kid, my grandma would have the camcorder, and she'd videotape us kids, my brothers, cousins, myself, and other family members. And being fascinated with the television, I used to watch a lot of TV back in the younger day, like most millennials and Gen Xers. Um, Used to have that going on, and I used to love watching movies, cartoons, and so on. So being in front of a camera, I'd think, "Oh boy, I'm in front of the camera," and feel like I was in Hollywood or wherever. And I think this might be a genetic thing. My grandma used to videotape. My dad's even videotaped at times, and uh, his siblings, like one of his brothers, used to do that. That'd be my uncle or one of my uncles. I'd have random family members videotaping us family members, and now here we are, and here I am posting videos on YouTube, whether it's doing something like this or videotaping different social events or different scenery in local areas and stuff. And it kind of brings a positive thought to mind. And I kind of notice whenever I do my YouTube clips, maybe not necessarily in this capacity where I'm talking about meaning of life or different life perspectives or my thoughts on that, but mostly if it's social events or if I'm in a local area like Jordan, New York, or Baldwinsville, New York, or Auburn, they seem to have that home video-esque style quality. And of course, I noticed other YouTube members, like Angry Grandma and his grandson, or Kid Behind the Camera, Eek Acres. I'm sure their stuff has a home video-esque look to it, but it's kind of in a different capacity. I don't want to say mine's is inferior to theirs, but it seems like it's a top quality, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm not insecure about it. It is what it is. I guess I have my own unique set of doing home videos or YouTube clips. But it does seem to have that nostalgic quality to it that I kind of appreciate. And it just brings back memories of childhood. And I've kind of been noticing that. And to be honest, I also forgot to mention this earlier in the clip, and I apologize. On my graduation day when I was 18, I remember getting a camcorder for my graduation graduation present from my ex-stepmom and my dad. And, been off and on into video clips and performing them and making videos for my camcorder and home videos, and it kind of has that positive nostalgic quality. And whenever I do these YouTube clips for you guys, whether I'm in a local area or even doing something like this, it's something positive about that. It kind of brings a happy nostalgic thing that I kind of appreciate. And there was something else I want to mention. So earlier, when I first started doing the YouTube clips, or maybe like a couple months ago, while fall semester was in the equation in printmaking class and stuff, I know I was doing video clips on narcissism, and I at times mentioned an ex coworker that thought was one of my best friends, and come to find out was one of my worst enemies. I've been free from this person for a year as of yesterday, and it's a good feeling. It's liberating to be free from somebody that toxic and that narcissistic and abusive, and I'm glad I don't have to deal with this person anymore. I mean, it kind of sucked at the beginning because of that trauma bond, but I'm just going, oh my gosh, I'm free and I feel so liberated. Doing YouTube and starting my channel and doing these clips for you guys has been very therapeutic and helpful, and having you guys see these clips and subscribing and making positive comments at times, or comments in general, I appreciate that. You guys have been a big help with that, and want to appreciate that. And just doing the home videos or having the YouTube clips have that home video-esque like quality not only helps with that, but it also brings back that nostalgia that my grandma, my dad, and other family members on my dad's side It's just something about that kind of helps a lot, and I appreciate that. So, I'm going to keep doing these YouTube clips. You guys are welcome to like, subscribe, share, even comment. I know I forget to invite you guys to comment. Just all I ask is be respectful about it, is all I ask. As much as possible, do the best you can. But, I do appreciate doing this for you guys. It's therapeutic from what happened last year with my ex-coworker / ex-best friend, call it what you want, to, just bringing back nostalgic memories on my dad's side of the family. And that's a positive thing. And, I keep wanting to do this for you guys. And, whether you guys watch or click, like, subscribe, share, whatever, the ball's in your court on that. And, in the end, I got to do this for me, but, I appreciate the fact that, you guys watch this, and it's fun to do, and I kind of like doing this. So, and I appreciate the support either way. So that's it for today. Depending on what goes on, I may or may not do a short. I know I mentioned something about doing something out in Jordan last night after I got done with the reef, but it was kind of a busy night. I was tired. It was a little bit on the later side too, not to mention, and I was pretty achy. It tends to be the case, but we'll see what happens tonight. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to, hopefully if all goes well, even if I have to go out on a Monday night to videotape the Christmas lights, I would love to do that for you guys. Bring that nostalgia quality to the home videos and YouTube clips, call it what you want on that. But anyways, I will try to do a short later. If not, maybe we'll try again tomorrow. Who knows? Anyhow, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.